Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Monday, July the 27th, 2015. Brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Mrs. Emma Lou Wilhite, 91, of Farwell, the mother of Delton Wilhite, the grandmother of Aaron Boatman, and the sister of J.W. Harrington, all of Muleshoe, died Thursday in Farwell. The funeral service for Mrs. Wilhite was held Monday morning at 10 at the Lariat Church of Christ, where she was a member, with Wayman Dowdy of Clovis and Curtis Shelburne, minister of the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ of Muleshoe, officiating. Burial was in the Muleshoe Memorial Park under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. You can send condolence messages to the family at www.elliesfuneralhomes.com. She was born to Henry Wesley and Wessie Lee Jones Harrington on December the 7th, 1923 in Cushing, Oklahoma, and came when she was 3 months of age to the West Camp community in Bailey County in 1924 with her family. On Christmas Eve of 1943, Emma Lou married Lonnie Neal Wilhite of Muleshoe, and they made their home in the West Camp community. They had 2 children, Delton Eugene in September of 1947 and Patsy Darlene, born August of 1950. She attended the West Camp and Farwell schools, graduating in 1942, and was a member of the Lariat Church of Christ. Mrs. Wilhite was preceded in death by her husband Lonnie, who died in 1968, her parents, and 2 sisters, Isla Lee and Bernice. Survivors are 1 son, Delton, and his wife, Nelda, of Muleshoe, and 1 daughter, Patsy, and her husband, Mike. 1 brother, J.W. Harrington, of Muleshoe. She has 5 grandchildren and 13 great-grandchildren. Nelda and Delton have 3 children, Lonnie, Dustin, and Aaron. Lonnie and his wife, Patsy, have 2 children, Colby and Ashley, and Dustin and Miranda have 4 daughters, McKaylee, Addison, Emma, and Palin. And Aaron and Wes have 2 children, Cy and Wynn. And Patsy and her husband, Mike, have 2 children, Cara and Clay. Cara and her husband Doug have 3 children, Dustin, Jill, and Logan. And Clay and Jeannie have 2 sons, Wyatt and Aiden. There are also many nephews and nieces and supportive family and friends who survive Mrs. Emma Lou Wilhite of Farwell. Please remember all of her family in your prayer. They suggest that memorials be sent to the National Kidney Foundation, 4601 50th Street, Suite 101 in Lubbock, zip 79414.
Funeral service for Darren J. Norwood will be held at 2 p.m. this afternoon, Monday, July the 27th, at the First Baptist Church in Tahoka, with burial to follow in Neville's Memorial Cemetery. Darren J. Norwood died on Wednesday in Hereford. He was born to Hugh Jack and Margaret Norwood on September the 30th, 1965. He was a passionate, bigger-than-life entertainer that had the gift of motivation. Darren was a Nashville recording artist that signed with Giant Records in the early 1990s. 2 of his songs, If It Wasn't for Her and Cowboys Don't Cry, reached Billboard's Top 25. Besides his music, Darren was an avid educator of young people on the dangers of alcohol and drug abuse. His children and grandchildren were his whole world. He is survived by his wife, Suella, children Krista Spears and husband Ben Delaney Roxy and Dylan, grandchildren Brock and Lily Kate Spears, grandfather J.T. Miller, and siblings Byron and Sandra Norwood, and Misty and J.J. Arpasi, and nephews Slade and Miller. Please keep the Norwood family on your prayer list today. And repeating, funeral service for Darren J. Norwood, formerly of Muleshoe, is scheduled for 2 o'clock Monday afternoon, July the 27th at the First Baptist Church in Tahoka. Keep the Norwood family on your prayer list, please.
It's time now for the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. Brought to you by 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. 95 was the high on Sunday. 66 was our low. Monday morning to start out this week, we had at 7 o'clock a temperature of 67 degrees. And now this message for you.
5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, located right here in Muleshoe, 302 Uvalde Street, 806-272-5533. They offer phone and internet. They'll have more services coming soon in the very near future. Check them out online at www.5area.com. And looking at the weather forecast for today on Monday in the Muleshoe area, mostly sunny, high near 95 degrees, south winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, partly cloudy tonight with a low around 68. South-southeast winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high near 95 degrees again. South-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday evening, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 67. Mostly sunny on Wednesday, a little bit cooler with a high only around 90 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming east-northeast in the afternoon. Wednesday night, a 20% chance of rain, partly cloudy with a low around 66. Thursday, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high near 88 degrees, so even cooler on Thursday. Partly cloudy, low around 66. Friday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high near 90. Friday night, partly cloudy, low around 67. Repeating our forecast for the Muleshoe area, mostly sunny, high near 95 today on Monday. South winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, partly cloudy tonight with a low around 68. Mostly sunny on Tuesday, again a high near 95 degrees. Tuesday evening, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 67. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
Bruce and Cindy Barrett of Muleshoe have a new grandson born to their daughter and her husband, Mr. and Mrs. Emmanuel Medina of San Antonio. He was born Thursday and weighed 8 pounds and 9 ounces and is 21 inches long. And they have named him after his father, Micah Emmanuel. The mother is the farmer Megan Barrett, who was reared here in Muleshoe. Congratulations to all of the family of little Micah Emmanuel Medina on his safe arrival into our world. And of course, the grandparents here in Muleshoe, Bruce and Cindy Barrett, are delighted. And we'll have more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Liao's, where families come together. Liao's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Liao's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515, where they have now the First Bank business check card. As a business owner, everyday details can take up so much of your time. The First Bank business check card has 7 built-in benefits to help you manage tasks so you can spend more time doing what you love, running your business. Work smart, worry less. For more information on the MasterCard business check card available at the First Bank today, call 806-272-4515 or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Get your Cherish Girl t-shirts now in stock in many different inspirational styles and sizes at Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe. Their 10 is gone from the 4th of July, but their huge sale continues on shoes and sandals, along with 25% off now on metal art and 30% off spring items. Now at Williams General Store, 1405 West American Boulevard. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/Williams General Store.
The Last Buddy All-School Reunion will be held this Saturday, that's August the 1st, at the Last Buddy School. And they will be celebrating the 90th anniversary of the Last Buddy School. The first graduating class was in 1925. Registration will begin at 10 o'clock at the Last Buddy School, with time to tour the facilities and visit with former classmates. Lunch will be a concessions-type food provided by the Last Buddy High School graduating class of 2017. That is a fundraiser for their graduation and prom expenses. The program will begin at 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon, followed by dinner at 6, catered by Mackenzie Barbecue out of Conroe. The cost will be $15 for the meal. Address books for all classes will also be available for purchase at $12 if you pick them up Saturday, the day of the reunion, or $14.50 if they mail it to you. If you would like one mailed, please send your check payable to Last Buddy All School Reunion, Box 12, Last Buddy, the zip 79053. Be sure that you list your current address. Longhorn Pride, a Last Buddy School organization, will also be selling commemorative Last Buddy 90-year strong t-shirts for $15 each. To see the designs and to get information about ordering, go to the Last Buddy ISD website at lastbuddyisd.org. For more information about the reunion, call Dana McDonald Rimpey here in Muleshoe, 806-946-6894, or contact them on Facebook through You Know You're from Last Buddy, Texas page. And that's this Saturday, starting with registration at 10, the Last Buddy All School Reunion, celebrating their 90th anniversary, and at the Last Buddy Schools. In just a few moments, I'm going to give you a new address for Carol and Ed Cox, who are moving in Monday to their new home that they have just built in Richmond, Texas, near their son, James, and his family who live in Sugar Land. Muleshoe Independent School District Board of Trustees meet Monday night at 8 at the School Administration Building at 514 West Avenue G. After the invocation and pledge allegiance to the flag, there will be an open forum for public participation. Also, there will be administrative report on finances, and they will approve bank signature card resolution, consider endorsing TASB regional board member, TASB assembly delegates and alternate designation, conduct first reading of the district action plan, and quarterly evaluation of the new superintendent, Dr. R.L. Richards. They will consider personnel and accept resignations also. That's at the Muleshoe School Board meeting on Monday night, starting at 8 o'clock. The Bailey County Commissioners Court will have a budget date starting Thursday. It will start at 10 o'clock. And also the next will be on Monday, August the 10th at 10 o'clock and pardon me, the first one is Thursday, August the 30th at 11 o'clock, then Monday, August the 10th at 10 o'clock at the Bailey County Courthouse in the Commissioner's Courtroom, according to Bailey County Judge Sherry Harrison. Those are Commissioner Court budget dates. The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous meets every Monday and Friday night at 7 o'clock in the First United Methodist Church, and please use the south door. The church is at 502 West 2nd here in Muleshoe. At the same time, the Al-Anon family group meets and use the south door also. AA is a fellowship of both men and women who share their hope, strength, and experiences to stay sober one day at a time. Al-Anon is for family and friends of alcoholics and or drug addicts. At the Muleshoe Water Park on Tuesday night, they will have Ladies' Night from 6:30 to 8. And on Thursday night, Mom and Toddler Night is 6:30 to 7:30. Friday night is Teen Night, 8:30 to 10. Admission is $3 for all ages. They're closed only on Monday at the Muleshoe Water Park in the new city park here. Here is the new address of Mr. and Mrs. Ed Cox, who left last Friday from Muleshoe, their home of so many, many years. It is 10019. That's 10019. And this is capital E, SSLEMONT. Court, COURT, 2 words, in Richmond, Texas, and the zip is 77407. We'll be back with more Muletrain in just a jiffy.
Harvest Fresh right here in Muleshoe, just east of town along Highway 84 in front of Barrett Produce, where they have in now Texas watermelons, jumbo red seeded watermelons and red seedless watermelons, as well at Harvest Fresh in now organic Texas peaches, squash, and zucchini. These 3 are organic products new at Harvest Fresh. Pineapples and Texas Early Blaze apples, organically grown, all available now at Harvest Fresh right here in Muleshoe, just east of town along Highway 84 in front of Barrett Produce. The swing bed program is now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call today for more information on the swing bed program available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 806-272-4524. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center is at 708 South First Street right here in Muleshoe, Texas. BK Boutique in Clovis at 200 East 21st Street, where they're continuing their hot summer sale all through the month of July. Get 50 and 60% off now. Sharon Young, True Luxe, a la carte, multiples, Naya, Leor, Echo Skin, Lore, their jeans, and much, much more at 200 East 21st Street. They're continuing with their BK Boutique 5th annual hot summer sale. Get 50 to 60% off all their Sharon Young, True Luxe, a la carte, multiples, Naya, Leor, Echo Skin, Lore, and jeans. Call 575-762-1848. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 until 5 Mountain Standard Time, and Saturday, 10 until 3 Mountain Standard Time. BK Boutique's 5th annual hot summer sale continues all the month of July. Get 50 to 60% off now in Clovis.
Be sure and enjoy all the many videos that we have on our website as well as on Channel 6 on the cable here in Muleshoe, Sudan, and Earth. And Kelsey Beggs went on the world race and has just recently returned. And that's Meet Your Neighbor, courtesy of United Supermarket. Kelsey is a Muleshoe High School graduate, the granddaughter of Frank McCamish of Muleshoe. Also, you will be delighted to see right here in Muleshoe a Texas horned lizard. I call them horned toads, and they are rare. I used to see them all the time when I was growing up, but you seldom see one today. Remember on your prayers all of our officials, whether it be federal, state, or right here at home locally in Bailey County and Muleshoe. Also, all our servicemen and women and their families, and some of those that we know of who have local roots are T.J. Brantley, Dusty Turner, Joel Cower, Ranger King, Michael Woodard, Bo and Brad Henry, John Clements, Taylor and Meg Ford, Nathan Gunner, Russ Trotter, and Morgan Young. Remember June Arnold and her sister Helen Smits, who enjoy living at the Parkview Nursing Care Center. Also remember the families of Jesus Flores, 90, of Muleshoe, Dwayne Lloyd, 78, of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, Nina Riles, 88, of Muleshoe, Marie Bass, 94, of Snyder, formerly of Muleshoe, Roger Souter, 70, of Alto, New Mexico, the brother of Joe Souter, who just moved from Muleshoe to Arkansas. Also remember Vicki Stovall Perry and all of her family. She lives in Canton and has lymphoma, and so does Delmer Clements here in Muleshoe. Remember Frances Miramontes and her husband Philip and their family in your prayers.
Well, it is time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News. The Monday, July 27, 2015 edition of the Muletrain News can be heard on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as at muleshoetv.com, free of charge on demand. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll visit the Ragtown Gospel Theater in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. They're celebrating over 75 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area. Check them out online at www.bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Why would you choose me? Of all men, why me?
That's the voice of Glenn Polk, playing St. Peter on stage at the Ragtown Gospel Theater near Post. Glenn and his brother Chip started the theater in 2002.
It's huge. It's 20,000 square feet, 3 stories. It's a 400-seat theater literally out in the middle of nowhere. We're about 2 miles west of Post on what used to be actually the old municipal golf course.
Post used to be a city of tents, so people called it Ragtown. The theater stages religious dramas.
You know, people think about gospel plays. They think about little church skits. And they're not that at all. They are full productions. We have a lot of churches that come here. Our performances are only on the weekends, Fridays at 7:30, and all of our Saturday shows are matinees, 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. So the majority of our audience comes within 150 to 200 miles away. We have one church that comes from Garden City, Kansas, and they come to every play. And they've been doing that for 3 or 4 years now. We have couples that literally come to every single performance we do. Normally our shows will run 8 weekends, and they'll come 16 times. This is what I tell people. If you don't think you got twice your money's worth when you come here, I'll give you all your money back. I've never had a taker. We've done a lot of shows. As a matter of fact, we are in our 29th production now. All of them original plays. Chip writes all the plays that we do, and I direct all of them and principal actor in most of them.
The productions have elaborate sets and costumes, a lot of them made by volunteers.
We've got people that have been driving down here for 8 years to sell candy in the concession stand, or to usher.
The theater does 3 plays a year. The current production is called Sinai, Mountain of God.
Prior to the plays, there is a full concert of gospel music.
This number is called Jerusalem, from Chip's new CD titled Pave the Way. A theater road needs paving.
All the proceeds from this CD are going to pave that road.
Glenn Polk of the Ragtown Gospel Theater near Post. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe in his offices at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rempe. The market report was recorded this Monday, July the 27th, 2015 at 11 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks declined at the open after Chinese equities fell by 8.5% overnight on concerns over the country's economic growth. In earnings news, Norfolk Southern reported earnings of $1.41 per share, slightly below consensus expectations. On the economic front, new orders for durable goods rose a seasonally adjusted 3.4% in June from a month earlier. Treasuries are gaining this morning on weakness in the equity markets. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is utilities, while the worst performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 133 to 17,434. The S&P 500 Index is down 11 to 2,068, and the NASDAQ Composite Index is down 44 to 5,044. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate, with 324 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by roughly a 5-2 margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $3 to $1,095. The spot price of silver is down 3 cents to $14.66, and crude oil prices are down 69 cents to $47.45. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.94%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 2.23%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is down $1.52 to $122.98. ConocoPhillips is down 38 cents to $51.71. Johnson & Johnson is down 81 cents to $98.34. AT&T is up 19 cents to $34.49. Pfizer is up 22 cents to $79.24. Xcel Energy is down 46 cents to $33.32. Walmart is down 51 cents to $71.07. Procter & Gamble is down 71 cents to $79.58. And Chevron is down 92 cents to $89.68. This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.